Hello, pirates. All right. I wanted to do a little something different. Um, I wanted to use the same build to see if a different ship and the bonuses and this and that, if it makes that much difference in the DPS or whatnot. So, what I decided on is I'm going to use my flooding fire torque build on the torpedoes. What I basically have is on the sides, I have the Hellgate. That because the Ramas ramp up and this and that. I wanted it to be like a Hellgate that's going to do the same damage, none of this bonus ramping, all of that, just to see how the difference in the DPS is. And what I did on these is they automatically have burning and flooding. So I went with firepower to increase its overall damage, and then I went with amp flooding and amp flooding. Because this is my flooding build, but it gets bonuses for having the fire. And of course, I'm using the Nocturne armor for the bonus. And what I'm using here is I'm using the Atelier de Quavrage, however you say that. Basically, it gives 10% weapon damage, base damage, instead of like on your. I still love this one now. The Bilge Fire, but it only gives 5% weapon damage and 10% secondary. So you're getting a base 5% more weapon damage from this, which is automatically going to increase your secondary anyway from your base damage. Plus, you're getting 24% reduced incoming secondary damage, and the armor rating goes up. So I really like this armor. Got my starboard power kegs, of course, for my right side. That's my battle side, to see how that works. I got my tuning for the secondary damage of the torpedoes. I got torpedo works for the secondary damage. I got Devil's Concoction for the secondary damage of burning, since it has burning on it. And I have expanded corkscrew for the secondary damage of flooding, which it has flooding on it. So what I want to do is we're going to try different ships. We're going to try first, I'm going to try the Brigantine, which is specialized for flooding. This one, it's good for ramming us up, but it says here, increases flooding weapon damage by 20% and will deal an extra 20% more once it hits flooding. So, we're going to use that one. And we're also going to use the Sambuck, since it has fire on it. This is a fire one. There's an extra 5,000 every time a blaze is put on it, but it increases damage to ships with the blaze by 30%. And we'll see if that helps with the once it becomes a blaze, if that makes that much difference in the damage, the 30% buff, and how that works, if that helps these. And then I am going to use we're going to use the bark, since the bark gives no bonuses to any type of thing. We'll see like a base damage and how much difference. And then we'll also, I want to try the frigate, because you will get, I think, 3 or 4 shots from the DPS ships, and I think it's 3 or 4 from the bark, but you get 6 shots from the frigate. So we'll see how much difference those extra 2 shots, if it's really that much difference in the DPS or what, and check it all out. So the first thing I want to do is we want to go ahead and try the Brigantine. Oh, she just popped, so we'll stay on the same boss for all of them. That way the damage will know the difference completely. Okay, it's about 67. Now we up to 8,000. It must be flooded. About 8,000, not bad. About 85. Lee! Okay. I forgot I was forming these La Peste guys earlier, trying to get some dust and fuel and stuff like that. And all I do is I kill a couple of these La Peste guys, not La Peste, but his little captains or whatever. Keep their heads on your ship, and you see it's automatic aggro. They always coming at you wherever you're at, so it's a good way to form them. Okay, so we were doing about 8,500 on the brigantine. So now we'll go get the fire sandbuck and see if that makes any difference. Which, really it shouldn't. It doesn't give any weapon damage. It only adds like a 7,000 bonus. But we'll see the difference it makes. Who is this now? Probably one of them. They come out the woodwork when you keep them heads on you. Okay. Oh. Now. We'll go to manage fleet. We'll go to the sandbuck. And I will load up my flooding. Wow. There's a lot from one just going after her. See? The little plague bringer captain's heads? Keep them in there and they're always coming after you. And except I don't always form around here. I like to come down up in here. This mother of shipwrecks, just come around in this area and you get not as much plague dust. It's a little, you know, you have to really build up your aggro and get the big guys to come out for that, but you can get a lot of that blighted fuel and such. Okay, we got all this on the sandbuck. Now we'll see if it makes a... Got a second. Oh, I done took off and gotta go this way. Got me in a different... I'm so used to that frigate, these little ships take off fast. probably gonna be a couple minutes. Yeah. That's good. Now technically, we got a bonus 20%, and then when it was flooded, we got another bonus. So technically, we should not get 8,500 on the Samba. I don't know where this guy's at. Where is he even going? Oh, he's trying to come this way on me. See how these aren't doing near the damage. Nope, there we go. She should be coming from somewhere. There she is. If I can get that little ship out the way. See, we're hitting for about 63. Yeah, big difference in the damage. Yeah, about 2,500. Well, that was 78. Oh. Wow. That seemed to ramped up when it became a blaze. But it's not blazing much. Definitely doing more on the brigantine. I don't know what that tiny ship was. Poor thing. Okay. So, let's see if there's going to be a difference between... I'm sure there'll be a difference between the brigantine damage and this on the bark. But let's see if there's much difference between the sandbuck and the bark, because I really didn't see a bonus on the sandbuck. Any kind of bonus. It just does like 7,000 every time it becomes a blaze.
We setting off?
Interesting. Yeah, we're going to set off, but we want to fix up something first. Okay, we want to go to manage. We want to go to find our bark. There we go. Move it to the raft. Come over. Manage ship. That's not the one, it's this one. There we go. One with our hell gates. Everything's set. Okay. Now we'll see the main difference that between the bark, if there's a big difference in that and the brigantine, which there should be. See, automatically now hostile because I have them heads. Love it. Yeah, we'll be hearing bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, we're only shooting 3 instead of 4. And they're hitting for about 4, almost 5. Yeah, big difference in damage. Stupid plague ships and their poison. Couple minutes. Big difference when we'll see here if this one hits for about the same, about 5,000. That's a big difference. That'd be 3,500. That'd be almost half of what the other one's hitting for. You kind of give or take. Do you want to do more DPS or more survivability? Because see how the bark healed itself? It's a lot more survivability, but you're paying for it with the DPS. Oh, he wants to fight. I like that new Spirit Caller. It slows them down, and with the armor debuff and all, but I don't know. I think if I was to use a flooding mines or a flooding mortar or something, it would work better. Look, here comes another one. your shell shock to yourself. Oh, she gotta go right there where I put it, huh? Trying to be funny. Okay, let's see what we getting here. We're getting about 63, 66. So about 2,000 less. Yeah. We're getting about 2,000 less from the brigantine. Everybody loves that shell shock, huh? Oh, the guy's behind me. Man, I should have took them heads out. They're gonna be bothering me. But look at the healing from these torps. These torps are just nasty. Goodbye. About 2,000 less. Let's see now. If the frigate will be about the same. Wonder if I have to keep them on me, or if they'll still come after me in the warehouse. I'm gonna check that out. Okay. Now, there's the frigate. Load them up. So, we saw With the Brigantine, it hit for about 85, and it was 4 shots. So that would be about 30K a volley. So let's see if the frigate's going to do more, since it has 2 extra shots, if it's going to change. If they do 5K each, then it'll be the same amount of damage on the brigand, on the frigate as that one. Because 6 times the 5,000 will give you 30K damage. So we'll have to see if it does more than that. If the frigate's It's not saying hostile, and it's not, they're not coming after me. You must have to have the heads on me for them, okay, to come after me. I'm about to put them back on then, do some more forming. Oh, good, couple minutes. I really like these Helltorps. Now, I know you're losing some DPS compared to the Rama's Legacies, but did you see how that other ship was just bomb popping me? And how I just sat there and I was just killing Sanaga, didn't even bother with him, and was just healing up? Those things are awesome, these Helltorps. I don't know if they'll make as much difference on a frigate because you got so many hit points, but I'm sure they'll still help healing. I guess if you really wanted to make like a pure like vampire spec is what I would call it build, then I guess what I would do is I would put firepower for more damage, and then I would do the the soul mending, and jack it up like another 10 for each. So instead of 50, you'll be getting 70% return on each one, each hit. So you could even get 20%, 20-something% more health if you really wanted to go pure survivability and just outlast it. That might even be... Get rid of this dude. She can't do me nothing. They probably not Orman, but... Oh. You got 6 of them, all hitting for 6K. That's a 36. You're getting 6,000 more from this than the Brigantine. Not bad, 6,000. I hate this fog. I cannot see nothing. Barely see the outline of a ship. Okay. She went down quick. So, Brigantine, you get about 6,000 less damage than the frigate, but the Brigantine is quick. and agile, and this is a slower vessel, but you'll get more survivability off of it. Not bad. So I guess the ships, different ships do make a difference. We saw the difference in the brigantine was doing about 2,500 more per torpedo. And these ships. So I guess it does actually make that difference. Imagine back in the day trying to go through this fog. Be careful where you're at and what you hit could tear a hole in you. Man. Alright, well, I guess we do see now that the different bonuses on the ships do make a difference. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.